I'm Rod Morris with Mobile Pirate Radio, the mini podcast king. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm here at Hillcrest and Airport Boulevard for the Paul Prine sign waving event, which got rained out the moment I arrived. I hope I wasn't a bad luck. But anyway, we do have Paul Prine with us to answer a few questions. Mr. Prine.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you again.
So much
yes, sir. Absolutely.
I appreciate you spending your time with us.
Yeah, you bet.
We had a great turnout for the sign waving event until I showed up.
Well, we had about 18 people. We've got some fantastic volunteers for sure. And the beauty of it is they show up every single week ready to work. Unfortunately, today we got rained out, and it was not only was the rain a factor, but it's also
the lightning
and the hazard to the volunteers that come out to support.
Yeah, they ride by and there's a splash of water. That's
right.
Just going to ruin your day.
Yep, that's right.
We're not trying to promote a wet t-shirt event here.
That's right.
Okay, well listen, you have been on the campaign trail for quite a while. I bet you've heard a lot of issues that people have been talking about. Anything you want to share with the listeners?
Well, I do know this, that Mobile is not business friendly in the way that we should be catering to the businesses here that generate the revenue that the city takes in to be able to do the things that the city has to do. Mm-hmm. We're also really not family friendly. I mean, there's not a whole lot of events that the family could be participating in here in Mobile, right? And so my platform is real simple. It's safety first, because it doesn't matter what we do in Mobile. If our people are not safe, if they don't feel safe, or even address the perception of crime and that we're safe, people are going to continue to move. Corporations and families are not going to want to move here, and that's important. The second platform for my campaign simply is workforce development, and not after high school. My vision is to get into the high schools, and while we have some really good vocation schools now, they're not consolidated, and my hope is to get our kids certified for a host of different job occupations for Mobile and Baldwin County, right?
Wow.
And I think that we can do that. And not only that, I also think that it reduces crime, because we change people's lives for generations. And the third part, real simple, is that I am real big, certainly, on keeping the momentum with the economic development that we have seen. But I have a different approach. And so what does that mean? That we need to tackle homelessness, and that takes a lot of money to be able to do that. We need to address the permitting issues, the zoning issues that we have that are antiquated here in Mobile, that opens itself up to make us business friendly. And I think if we'll address some of these smaller issues, animal rights is a big deal. We just seen where 30 plus dogs were returned back to an owner, and I don't have all the information, but the dogs were taken away for many reasons from this particular person, and now those dogs have been sent back to the same environment of which caused them to be removed to begin with. And so we don't think of these things as being part of the city's infrastructure, but they really are. And I just believe that the fundamental role of government is threefold, really: public safety, public convenience, and public infrastructure.
Sounds great. Speaking of the homeless, I saw on the Uncle Henry show the other day, Killer Bees was there, and so was a Mr. Overstreet, who is heading up the Ryan Project to help the homeless in Mobile. And it sounds like he's doing a pretty good job so far.
Well, listen, I know and love Mr. Overstreet. I know he did some time in the field living amongst the homeless, right? Because he's personally engaged in it. And so we're certainly rooting for Mr. Overstreet and all his endeavors. And maybe when I become the mayor, we'll be able to kind of expedite his efforts in the way of contributions and being able to bring all the nonprofits together to fix that problem, right? We have a lot of veterans out there. We have a lot of drug addiction.
Right.
A lot of the people that are coming there that won't change but don't have that opportunity, and we're looking forward to partnering with them.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I did volunteer for 15 Place for a year to work to help the homeless, because I believe in that cause.
Sure, you better believe it.
There are people out there that, need the help, and those that want it can get it. And
right.
That would help out a lot. Second thing I want to ask you about is if you become mayor, will you work with ICE to remove the illegal aliens that are committing crimes in Mobile?
Yeah, so let me say this. We can't stop the federal government from enforcing certainly the immigration laws. We can't stop that. And someone asked me that question before. My commitment would be to this, and we have seen places in the country where I think spectacle has been made of some of those cities, right? As a leader, I would simply say, look, we would work with all of our federal partners. Our local federal partners are fantastic, and make sure that it's just done in a humane way. But there's absolutely no way you can overstep the federal government, because their laws supersede in many regards state and local laws.
That's true.
Yeah, and so what we should do is just be leaders and figure out how do we do that in a way where it's humane for everybody, and we don't make the city of Mobile look like a spectacle to the world.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Well, when is your next campaign event, and where's it going to be?
Well, July the 8th is a mayoral candidate forum, and it's going to be held on O'Shell Road. I believe it's the New Missionary Baptist Church. And so I'm pretty sure that all the candidates will be there, and they'll have a host of questions.
Wow.
And so they'll give everybody an opportunity to tell what their platform and answer specifically the questions that maybe that particular venue or the people visit there would have for the candidates.
Well, I plan to be there for that myself. Thank you for that
Yeah, and I think
information.
it'll be at 6 p.m. if I didn't say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna be sure to check that out.
Right.
July 8th.
July the 8th, yeah.
Well, listen, tell my listeners how they can contribute and help out with your campaign. Where do they go?
Well, listen, you can go to prineformayor.com and hit the donation page, right? You can put in your credit card information and either there, or you can go to Facebook or Instagram, Prine for Mayor, and you can give certainly through Cash App, PayPal, or even Venmo, or you can write a check. And if you just simply want to write a check, just reach out to me on the Prine for Mayor Facebook page, and I'll be glad to personally respond and give you the address so you can make that contribution.
Mr. Prine, thank you for taking the time out to speak with me.
Thank you. Listen, I appreciate it. All the best to your podcast, and I would just simply say to all Mobilians, we can unite if we ignite all the issues in Mobile, but we can only do it together. Together we win. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
You
sir.
bet. Take care.
I'm Rob Morris, and you heard it here, Mobile Pirate Radio, the king of the mini podcast. Stay tuned for more. Please like and share, and if you follow, you better not be behind my back. Follow me on social media and subscribe to YouTube if you go there. Thank you very much for listening. Good day.